first come on site to a scaffold, obviously we need to know if it's a design scaffold or whether it's a compliant scaffold. If it's a design, we need the design to inspect the scaffold. Okay. Once we've assessed that, then we will then walk to the scaffold. We'll look at the foundations, the ground conditions. So ideally there should be a base plate underneath the standard, but we can go on solid concrete or we can go on to steel. We would then look at the structure itself and would need to know what duty rating it would take. That would be governed by our standard spacings. This is measurement from standard to standard, centre to centre. This one is going to be about 1.8 metres, so this means that it can be a general purpose, and it could also be a heavy duty scaffold structure. The problem we've got is the 1.2 centres are for a general purpose. If it was heavy duty, we would need from centre to centre only 900. Then we're looking to see that everything is level. This tube that they've put in for the scaff step, it's not running level. This is not structural. Okay, this is just there so that the guys could put the advanced guardrail in before they actually go up onto the platform. Then, like I say, we're looking for the lift height. Maximum from centre to centre, ledger to ledger, 2 metre. Okay, for the normal compliant scaffolds. We have on the front our sway brace. Okay, these need to be every 6 bay. We need to have a sway brace. The ledger bracing is on each end of any scaffold and then alternate pairs between. On this ledger brace, we've got a single fittings. Okay, this ledger brace should either be connected to the ledger with a load-bearing coupler, a double, or to the standard with a swivel coupler like there. On a scaffold, we've got a node point, which is the strongest part of our scaffold. So you've got your standard, you've got your ledger, and then you've got your main transom. The main transom needs to be within 300 of the node point, and so does the bracing. So this brace, as we can see, is too far away from the node point. We need to check fittings as well. This is a main transom. It's been fitted incorrectly. This is a swivel coupler. Swivel couplers are for any angle. The normal double coupler is for a 90-degree angle. So once we've established that, we need to be checking as well that all the fittings are tightened correctly. So as you can see, this is a loose fitting. So again, we'd need to make sure that all fittings are correctly tightened. Then we would need to be looking at the access. As you can see, bad housekeeping with the fittings and everything on the floor, so trip hazard when people walk down the ladder. Then we will check, can we get up safely? Ideally, we need to be fastened at the top and also a tie tube through the bottom and again lashed to the tube. We can use rope or we can use special ladder clamps, but we're also looking for the height and the gaps for the guardrails. The minimum height for the top guardrail is 950, and then any gap between the guardrails should be 470, and then between the bottom guardrail, mid guardrail and the top of the toe board, again we should not be exceeding 470. If you're unsure, use a tape measure. Platforms, we'll check from underneath when we're looking at our transom spacing to see if there's any damaged boards. So if there's any damaged boards, they might have been turned upside down, so we need to make sure that they're all in good condition. When we go onto the platform, it's exactly the same. We're looking at the condition of the boards to make sure it's safe for us. We need toe boards. There's a toe board missing along this front edge, and also on the stop end there is also toe board missing. Our guardrail should be supported with a double coupler. Okay, so we should have a 90-degree angle coupler there and one there. When it comes to toe boards, they should be supported at 2 ends. So there's a fitting missing here. There's also on the puncheon, there should be connected in at least 2 places. Going round to the back, the toe board, let's say, should be supported and tied at each end. Here on this scaffold, all we've got is the one in the middle and the one at this end.